how much did it cost and what did it involve to get my garage to go from this to this? So previously my garage was used as like a gym and storage area. Now to be able to swing a golf club in here, the main issue was I needed to lift these trusses up. So at the moment, or as it was, I could only swing about a wedge. Anything longer, no chance was going to hit this. So we had to get a structural engineer in, which a local building company recommended, and he managed to lift these trusses up to this height. So this then made the ceiling 3.5 meters high, which is more than enough to be able to swing any club you like. And then the width of the garage is about 3 meters and the length of it about 6 meters. Next step was to put in a door for access from the garden, because the main garage door was going to be boarded up from the inside. So we've got a stud wall on the inside of it so that it still looks like it's a garage from the outside, so we haven't changed the appearance of it. And there's the big hole, ready for the door to go in. Then the flooring went in with some insulation underneath, and the walls started going in again with insulation just to help keep the warmth in through the winter. And the final step for the builders was to just plywood all the walls. You can see I had this little alcove put in, which is a really cool thing you'll see in a second. And this is now ready to be decorated. So 2 coats of white paint and then this grey paint coming, what's called, which required a few coats, which really pleased with the finish on it. You can see the electrician had been in and put all the wiring in, and then he would come back and finish it so that we could make a mess with the paint while we were doing it. So electrician came back, finished off, 4 spotlights, some electric points all around the room, electric point on the ceiling with a HDMI cable for the projector, and then an LED strip you can see in this little alcove, which I couldn't wait to put my putters in. I think that bit looks really cool. Then it's a case of me then putting in the hitting or the screen area for the actual simulator. So this was all really kindly supplied by Golf Base, who talked me through it. They were adamant I could do this by myself, and they were right. As much as I disagreed, I was able to do all this by myself. So it's a case of putting in this metal frame, which is what the screen will attach to, and then putting these foam tiles around the room just to help protect the walls, and I'll add a bit of soundproofing as well. So tiles up, you can see the screen has also arrived, which was a custom made screen, which just sits in this frame with bungee cords. At this point, I was just waiting for the trim for around the screen. I was waiting for one more set of tiles just to make it a bit, come out a bit more. And you can see the flooring where we just use these cheap interlocking floor tiles that you can get. And this is how it looks currently. So this trim, again, provided by Golf Base, who I cannot thank enough for supplying all this stuff to me. Another row of tiles, and the room is now ready to use. So all I'm waiting for now is a projector and laptop, and the room's ready to go. Total cost, so if you want to have the trusses lifted in your garage, which is the most common question, to have that done, you're looking at 2 to 3 grand with a structural engineer as well. And then the total cost that I've spent for building work, for electrics and stuff, obviously I didn't pay for all of this stuff, which is amazing. It cost me roughly £13,000. So it's not cheap, but one of the best investments I've ever made.